I'm going to say this right. It's 2:44 a.m. Right. Um, November the 13th. It's Wednesday, 2024. When I was on Auntie's channel uh, last night, or yesterday morning rather, and Conscious Moron was on there, and and we was arguing about um, the aftermath of the 2024 presidential election and moving forward, right? And I told Conscience Moron, um, I told him, I think there are a lot of people who are on the anti-Trump side of things, right? Um, because of the when I see Charleston White, Hannah Pearl Davis, Sidian, um, people like your Anton Daniels, the Fight Club, all of that, right? Since I see all these people are linked up with those like Nick Fuentes, who in turn, and Nick Fuentes have his um has been on Obsidian's channel, Anton's channel, Pearl's channel, and so forth. And he hung around with those like Donald Trump, ultimately who had went to Mar-a-Lago with Donald Trump and so forth, right? So I've been thinking, you know, because of that, right? I think though those of us who are on the Trump side, we need to link up too. All right. Um, Now I mentioned some names like Tyrone Thompson from TRS. Somebody like I'm trying to remember the other guy's name. Um, who's also anti-Trump or anti, So I just think that it's counterproductive at this point. Talking to in peaceful matters because I don't believe in having peace with these idiots anymore. I'm trying to talk to them because they come up there with that same old insults and what may have you. So yeah, so conscious. I just say, man, we got to link up with certain people who actually see the real problem. Everybody looking at it from a monetary prospect, which is understandable, right? Because yes, it is the economy stupid, and that's why Kamala Harris lost the election. But the economics is not the only issue here. The other issue is this, um, like in all countries before it turned into communist or fascist, there's always an underlying issue that push people over the edge, right? There's other issues that push people over the edge to support support a system or a government or an official who had tendencies to be um, authoritarian, right? So there are other issues like the gender war and so forth that is dividing. That's part of the reason why Trump won. And I think though we need to establish um, some form of closer bond um, to um, counter these forces that these individuals online and also on offline as well. That's what I think what needs to happen. Because I'm tired of playing defense. I've been playing defense for 12 years. Is always a defensive position. He's always playing defense here, defense there, and everybody being grifted and so forth. And nobody don't want to see the real problem. Now the problem is that ultimately some people are gonna have to be kicked to the curb, right? Because some people are here to grift and here to make money, are here to do the whole. Well, I'm just a groupie for. I'm gonna use Sherrod in Brownsville. I'm gonna be a groupie for Sherrod. I'm gonna be a groupie, for Brownsville, rather than look at the overarching problem with this is and that. And people who groupies for these individuals who see it as a money making opportunity, rather than seeing it as a movement. Because I firmly believe, since I saw Stephen Miller being being appointed to the I forgot what it's called, the deputy, what's it called? I think the deputy chief of staff for public policy. Now that's the same position where he's going to have to, when he brings his, when Stephen Bannon bring his racist and sexist um, um, policies into play into the public. And I believe, though, um, that's why I decided, stop, stop talking to these. I think it's time to stop talking to these idiots. Um, and I'm not talking about the manosphere or the Trump supporters. Um, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about these people who want to grift. Using this election just to grift, rather than seeing problems. So I think that everybody who sees the problem, the real problem, should link up at some point and stop just trying to play defense and so forth with the individual. See, I believe this whole idea of smashing of the mouth, right? I believe in this idea of smashing people in the mouth. Now, it doesn't mean in a physical sense. I mean, you have to play ball with them. If you're going to get up in there and up in their panels, up in their chat rooms, you have to play hard ball. You know, tell them though to get the if you believe in this, then get the hell out the way. This ain't no time for you to grift. It ain't no time for for those people who's in the chat room who want to be groupies playing defense forces. You know, either you get on board or you get shipped out. That's the way I see it. You know, and, time to separate the people who are the sheep and those who are the goat and all of this. That's what I believe, though. But so yeah, um, yeah. So I'm gonna get off of here. I said enough. There ain't nothing else for me to say other than that. You know, um, because when I saw Steve Bannon being appointed again, that makes me, you know, it makes me it's prove our point on why Trump and why Trumpism is a threat to Western civilization. And let me say this to you pro-blacks who try to, because I see one of y'all was on the Shiraz channel today, try to try to talk about black, no. That's why though y'all all failed. All right, y'all are a failing ideology, and as y'all might say that Big J is a loser and Big J is a failed YouTuber. What does having a failed YouTube channel means when you are grifting off of a failing ideology? I'm talking about to you pro-blacks who try to come at me on Shiraz's channel. I'm talking about Tiffin. What's her name? Tiffin something. What her name is? See, you pro-blacks just need to shut up. And some of you black women who's on this, I get why black women are mad. I get why black women are upset how they have been treated during this election. But let me say this. Do not try to use your hurt and pain and come at me with it. Because I'm not going to accept your bullshit either. Okay? I'm not going to accept your bullshit either. I get it. But at the same time, you need to redirect that to the fascists and those who wants to shame, blame, explain. Don't come at me with the bullshit. Because like I said, I'm at a point that I'm looking at y'all as the enemy too. Along with the fascists, along with the SYSBM, along with the the whole damn gambit of y'all. Because y'all failed to see the bigger picture. And that's a problem with black society. Black American society, failing to see the bigger scope of this. This is bigger than what you think it is. You're just a part of the you're just part of the bullseye, if you will. All right, you're part of the bullseye. You're not the bullseye. You're a part of it. You are the target, I should say. Not you're part of a target, not the target. So stop acting like it's all about you all the goddamn time. The grand scheme of things is that this is a global. We got 3 legs of imperialism. We got the money, the economic imperialism, where the rich, where the super wealthy is willing to grift and make money off the pain of others, including you. Then you got the religious selects, the evangelical community, the Christian nationalists who rather send your sons and daughters to fight wars because they're trying to pit you, because they're trying to get rid of another religion, another people of another religious faith in their grand scheme to bring back a deity, or rush Armageddon. And then on the third, and it's all connected. Then third, you got patriarchy, the patriarchal system, that where like the top 2% of men control all the information, government policy, and resources in order to pit one group of men against the other. And this is why I keep on saying why you Negroes are going after the Hispanic population, trying to go after the Latino population, rather than saying, well, hold on, who created this to happen in the first place? Y'all don't talk about that. See, I'm a big picture guy. You don't got the answers. I do. And the way I see it, I don't be as arrogant in this because since I'm a loser, according to Bomb Cherry, I'm going to be an arrogant prick, and I'm going to say I got the answers. Y'all don't. Y'all never had the answers. Y'all like to make money off of the problem. Which reminds me, let me take all those videos where I list down the solutions to said problems. I'm gonna do a marathon video. It might be a 17-hour video. It might be a 17-hour video. I wonder if YouTube will allow a 17-hour video. So everybody can sit there and say, okay, I see where Big J coming from. Yes, I'm gonna stroke my own ego. Because this loser know how to think. This loser know how to fucking actually can sit there and actually can formulate, can actually sit there, analyze the situation and see what the fuck going on. You know, this is bigger than what you think this is. And it doesn't end or begin with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the focal point. Donald Trump is one part of it. Better yet, Trumpism, rather, not Donald Trump himself. Trumpism is just a part of what's going on. This is a rehash of far right ideology. When the neo-liberal and the neocons failed their own population, and thus give birth to what we have to endure today because of the failure of the Bush administration, Tony Blair, Bill Clinton, Dan Quayle, and George H.W. Bush. So, yes, the failures from the 90s, and I'm gonna say this too, the 1990s was a point in time full of missed opportunities. It was a missed opportunity with the war, with Arafat, when Arafat denied the Israeli Israeli deal from Amir Barak. Prime Minister Barak had the best peace plan ever made, and the leg was swept out under his feet because of the neocons, with the neocons and neoliberals in Washington and London, also in Jerusalem, also those terrorist groups in Hezbollah and in Palestine itself. There could have been a better peace deal behind that. There was a better peace deal between Russia. If we would stop fucking with, treating Russia as a defeated foe, rather than doing the thing what Lincoln did with the Southerners, lift your vanquished foe up. We wouldn't be having this war with Ukraine. So the 1990s, because of the policies, the 1990s and so forth, gave way to the problems we have now, the missed opportunities. And I'm rest and assured there's going to be some historians 20, 50, 60 years from now going to sit there and say, well, yeah, the 1990s was the missed opportunity that would have prevented all these problems from occurring. Like I said, you gotta think big. You can't think small all the time. And I wish black people, especially black people, because they keep talking about white supremacy. Well, if you're going to talk about white supremacy, then fight white supremacy at a bigger scale, then you got to understand the bigger part of white supremacy is. And and let me say this: I don't use that term white supremacy. That's y'all's word. I don't use it. I call it imperialism. But anyway, Big J out. I said to people like Chaos, chaotic, no, conscious moron, and those like Tyrone Thompson and them. I think y'all need to. I think a whole lot of people who actually see the problem need